Junior 1977 here, back in the Oasis once again, of course. Got exciting stuff to tell you. Got a good many different, good many new things. Some of which I probably don't have out here, but I can tell you about. Those of which aren't as exciting as what I have with me. None of it's terribly exciting, but it's exciting to me. I got a few things. Still got some stuff on order. So I haven't got some of the stuff yet. But yeah. Hey, how's it going, brother? Appreciate you stopping in, for sure. Check out what I got, brother, finally. Finally gonna give it a try on that. I got to start all over. I had the game almost beat. I don't think I quite beat it on the Wii U yet. I might have, but I don't think I did. But I just had to start all over. But a lot, oh, hell yeah. But, definitely gonna give it a go on the Switch. Lot better on the Switch as far as portability. I mean, I realize a lot of people go, "Oh, it's crap on the Wii U. It's ported." No, it's ported to this. Like you were saying, it's ported from the Wii U to the Switch. It came out on Wii U first, so sorry, people. But I'm definitely excited to have it more portable. I can take it anywhere I want. You know, obviously. The Wii U has its limitations, obviously. I love the Wii U, but a lot of people hate on it. I love the Wii U. I just, as you can see right here, but, you know, it can't compare to the Switch. Sorry, but it's cool in its own. I mean, it paved the way for the Switch. I mean, if there wasn't a Wii U, there probably wouldn't be a Switch, you know? The DLC in the game is pretty... Oh, yeah. I bet it is, honestly. Put out my, make sure I put out my link on Facebook here. So hopefully some people will jump in. For some reason it didn't show up like I wanted it to. But yeah. Yeah, appreciate you stopping in, brother. You gonna be streaming? I assume you're gonna be streaming tonight, or are you already streaming? But anyway, yeah, I'm doing retro and then games late. Hell yeah, I definitely have to jump in for a little bit. But yeah, I got a few things here. I'm sure. Well, as far as I know, Mr. Game Dungeon Productions, Jesse's the only one in here. Sure, you know what this is, brother. BW100. I don't know if you've dealt with BW100. Some great shit. Finally got my hands on some. This stuff's sort of expensive. I think this was $14 or something for one can or something, if I remember correctly. But it'll last me a long time. Might have been more than that, but it'll last me a long time. So I got a stick drift on one of my controllers already, so this stuff here is supposed to help with that. Multiple other things. You can use them on electronics. It's non-flammable. I've heard, although I would never try it, you can even spray it on electronics while it's electrified, and it will not do anything. Not going to try that one, but I'll just take their word for it. And but I've heard from multiple people that know what they're talking about, this stuff, and it's good stuff. It's expensive, though, but it's worth it. And as you saw, a minute ago, got me a copy of Breath of the Wild for the Switch. Definitely going to be tearing that up. For my GPS, got me a sandbag with the mount, not a suction cup mount. Those things suck. If you have a suction cup mount and it works, great, but for some reason mine didn't work with the crap. Stuck it on the windshield and it just pops off. Get a few miles down the road and it just pops off. Also got me a new drill. Got a heart. I hope I have a heart right. I actually heard some decent reviews on these. Our drill in the house actually took a crap, so I donated my own drill to our house, which it's my house too, so really didn't donate. You know what I mean? I put my my current drill that I had out here in the house, went out and bought another one for the game room for projects I've been doing, along with my circular saw. I'm starting to get a little bit of woodworking stuff as well, just to there's some woodworking stuff I got to get done. So there's that. And I've had this PSP for a while, but I just now got it jailbroken, I guess is the right term for it, with some PlayStation games on it. So that's pretty badass. Got about maybe I think about 7 or 8 PSP titles on it right now. I'm not going to put all the titles on it. A lot of people were just like, I'm going to get a big enough card in it, and I'm just going to put every PSP game on it. Don't do that, people, because how many of them are you actually going to play? Like, are you going to play all the baseballs and the footballs and all that fun stuff? You're probably not. So, and if you are, that's great, do it. But I'm just going to put on there what I'm actually considering playing, Got the God of Wars on there. I got Dante's Inferno on there. Got some Star Wars games, X-Men games. And I'll probably put a handful more. I still got like 20-some gigs. I got a 32 gig card in this with the adapter. So no old shitty sports games are used to. Yeah, so I do like some sports games, but not too many. Not too many at all. Like NFL Quarterback Club. I got Troy Aikman football back here for the Genesis. Those are cool, but I really don't play many sports games at all. And you really can't count wrestling as a sport. I mean, actual wrestling as a sport. WWE, nah, not so much. Just sports entertainment. It's not an actual sport. You know what I mean? They're not actually... Well, I mean, sometimes they actually wrestle, but most of the time it's, NBA Jam. Yeah, NBA Jam, Blitz, Hoops. Hoops is a good one. I like Hoops. What the heck is the other one? There's another one. Shucks. I can't remember what the other one is. Some dude's name. Famous basketball player. Obviously, if I'm talking about basketball. But NBA Jam's my favorite, obviously. And Hoops is pretty damn good, too. And then there's another one. There's probably, there's tons of them. But, again, only a few that I actually play. But I can't remember what the other one was. But it was really good, too. I'm yawning. Anyway, I got my... Don't got the Coke today. I mean, I got some Coke down here, but got the Dr. Pepper Cherry. Got a little bit left. This lasted me for... Since I got back from... Well, I got it when we was out and about getting stuff, so at Walmart and all that stuff. So, brought this... Funny thing is, though, Jesse, I brought this game back. My wife goes, "You bought that game?" She goes, "Why didn't you buy the Harry Potter game?" I was like, "Well, I guess I should have, but that'll be next." She's upset because she can't play it on the PS4. I was like, "Well, I'll buy it on the PS5. You come out here and play it." I mean, I don't know what... Sorry that they... it kind of doesn't make any sense, though. It's kind of weird that they don't have it out for PlayStation 4 yet. It's kind of weird, but... Pitch Black, getting hard to find around here. I got 2 bottles of it in the fridge. But yeah, it's getting more scarce for sure. I'm going to bring it out on special occasions. Not going to let it expire, obviously. Even though it could probably go a little bit past the expiration date. I'm not doing that, but it's not worth that much, but I'm going to keep it for a little while. Sell them on eBay for $7 a pop. Nah. I'm not that person. Believe me, I'm not that person. But yeah, I'll keep them for probably another stream or something. Break them out. But yeah. Yeah, definitely have to jump in your stream, Jesse. Check it out. Don't know how long I'll last before I fall asleep. Again, not that you're boring, but it's been a long day. You're anything but boring, trust me. But yeah, good seeing you. Yeah, good seeing you too, brother. I appreciate you stopping in for sure. But yeah, I'll definitely be jumping on your stream. Again, I don't know how long I'll be on there, but I'll definitely jump on. And sorry, most of the time I end up falling asleep and I don't get a chance to say I'm leaving or anything. But again, not that you're boring, but it's a long, worked 8 hours today. Worked 10 hours yesterday. It's all overtime. It's going to be a good check, don't get me wrong, but this thing's worth more than money, a lot more. But, what can you do, right? But I'll definitely be jumping in for a little while. After I got home, we went to the store, bought some new shoes. That's one thing I got today that I didn't bring out. Bought a pair of Nike shoes. Went back with Nike. I had Skechers last. They're good too. I like Skechers, but ended up going with Nike this time. Just a solid black pair. Pretty nice looking shoe. Like $70. It wasn't terrible. They were Nike Air or something or others, but they're not like the fancy obviously ones, because they'd be a lot more than that. But yeah, I got a nice pair of shoes. Been a while. Been a while since I had a nice pair. I mean, the Skechers, don't get me wrong, the Skechers were nice, but don't get me wrong, but they're not nice anymore. Dog got a hold of them and tore them up, so. But yeah, I'll definitely be watching out for your stream, Jesse. I know you're probably not in here anymore. But make sure you go check out Mr. Game Dungeon Productions on Twitch. Tell him Web Junior 1977 sent you. Awesome brother from another mother, awesome gamer. I'm going to be getting back into retro gaming myself. I mean, I'm retro game, but I mean streaming retro games again. Only reason I haven't done it is because I've been working so much overtime that when I do the live stream, I just figure I'm going to come in and do a live stream and for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, and then jump off and get a few things done, and then check out Jesse's stream if he's on Game Dungeon Productions there, and then head my ass to bed or fall asleep watching the stream because But again, obviously, Game Dungeon Productions is anything but boring. But it's just once you have a long day, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You just just like Bob Ross. You know what I mean? He's anything but boring, but he's got that voice or whatever. It just puts you to sleep. Jesse don't put you to sleep, but you know what I'm saying. It pretty much anything you're watching, if you're tired enough, you're gonna fall asleep, no matter how interesting it is. But yeah, now I got to find me a project to get into so I can use this baby. So, but yeah, I think that's the last thing I got. Well, I can show you here the old my new GPS. I'm not sure if I showed it. I think I showed it on stream, but I think it's got the back on it. So it's just basically got the sandbag. So I'm gonna be putting this to good use. And I went with a sandbag. I was gonna go with like a mirror, a thing that goes in a mirror, which was really nice too. But I told my wife, I was like, I think I'm just gonna go with the sandbag, which I had a sandbag, but it was a suction cup mount stand. And anybody that knows anything about those, at least the one that I had, is garbage. I rigged it up so it would work until I got this stand. Luckily, it didn't take very long to get this stand. Matter of fact, I think I rigged one up the day that this sandbag said it was going to be set to be delivered, which is hilarious. But anywho, I'm probably going to use the other one and get the one I rigged up and get a cell phone adapter, mount for it, and use it for doing videos and stuff. But yeah, until it falls apart, and I'll probably just toss the whole thing. But like I was saying, it came with a suction cup thing, and I suction cupped it to I went to. Can't even remember where I was going. Trying to remember where I was going up in Altoona somewhere. I can't remember what I went up for exactly. But I went up to get something. Facebook Marketplace item, I believe. And I'm like, okay, well I'm gonna suction cup this to the windshield and I went up there to get my DVD VCR combo. Finally got a DVD VCR combo that works perfect. I mean, it's like brand new condition. Finally got one because I got some home movies, especially my mom that has passed away recently, a little over a year ago now. Get that stuff digitized so I don't lose it. But anyway, I stuck the suction cup on the windshield and I was getting ready to lift this up. This is my phone, but it's relatively the same size. Stuck my GPS on it, and it might have made it 20 miles down the road, maybe. That's being generous. Probably made it 10 or 15 miles down the road, and then it just flew off. Landed on the passenger side floor. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. Like, I was like, I hope this damn thing didn't break, like the GPS, not the stand. I couldn't care any less about the stand because it's junk anyway. but it just unsuctioned from the windshield. And shoo. And this is the one that came with it. It's a Garmin brand. It came with it. Always thought Garmin was good brand, but for some reason I just didn't have a good enough hold on it on the windshield, and I mean it scared the shit out of me. It just flew off and choo across down on the floorboard, and I'm like, oh geez, here we go. But it was better than my floorboard of the driver's side, so that could have been bad. But yeah, it just didn't hold. I've seen a lot of people complain about the suction cup mounts. I actually met a good buddy of mine, good friend of mine, Sassy, that I played Code and Exile Show in the server, and the guy she was with there, he had a suction cup mount. It stood there, so I don't know. It must have been a lot better one than I have. So it was smaller too, but it just must have been. This must have been a better one. So, but got the old sandbag. I love the old sandbag. I don't know if I finished saying what I was going to say, but I was going to go with the mirror mount because that would have been cool. But then I got to thinking that if I do a sandbag, then when I want to move to the next car, because we got 3 vehicles, so if I want to move to the other car, take that car this time around, I could just pick it up, set it on the dash of the next car, and keep going. So it's a whole lot easier than to unhook the thing from the mirror and hook it to the next mirror, and just pick up the sandbag and set it on the other dash. So those sandbags stay put for the most part. I've never had a problem with them. So I'm trying to think if there's something else. Something tells me there was something else. I think it's something I haven't received yet, but I got the stickers from my pack. Don't believe I uploaded that video yet. Pretty sure I didn't, but got the stickers from a pack. Defusing stickers from a pack, so I figured do a video on that. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I'll upload it after this video sometime, maybe tomorrow even. So it works pretty good. I mean, it dims it a little more than I kind of wanted it to, but Rookie in the Ghostbusters group. I don't know what you mean. I'm actually in a Ghostbusters group, but I'm definitely not the rookie. I'm one of the founding members of the Ghostbusters group, so not quite sure what you mean there, but I appreciate you stopping in, Mr. Outlaw Crow. But I think that's the only. I think there's something else that I haven't received yet that I ordered. I'm pretty sure there is. Let me check. I can't remember if it was. I see. Outlaw Crow. Have you ever come on here before, Shane? You know what? I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying now, Shane. I get the joke. Sorry, I didn't know it was you. Okay, so that explains it. Okay. I just thought, just thought it was some sort of troll. I was getting ready to ignore it, but then I was then I was like, how do you even know I'm in a Ghostbusters group? So maybe I know this person, but maybe I don't. So I'm going to comment just to see. But how you doing, brother? I appreciate you stopping in. I wasn't trying to be an asshole, but you know how these trolls be. They be like assholes sometimes, but glad to see you're not a troll. So some of them are just funny, I comment, but most of them, for the most part, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not, just gonna pretend I don't even see that message, which is what I almost did to that. But anyway, got my diffusing stickers, brother. I don't know if you, I guess you didn't see the video. I didn't upload it yet. I'll be uploading that. I'll slam that upload. Well, I might actually just, well, since I've mentioned it in this video, I'll do it after the video's done. That way it's not up before this video's done, and it would just kind of contradict the whole thing that I just said that I'm going to upload it soon. I mean, I am a troll, but I'm good. But, I think that, wait a minute. I was looking it up, wasn't I? I can't remember if it was eBay or order from eBay and Amazon and blah 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 blah. Okay, so the only things I got was that the BW100. I don't know if you know what that is, Shane, for electronic stuff. In my bubble wrap flying out, in my sandbag for my GPS. A new GPS. That's the only thing I got from Amazon. So it has to be eBay, because what I don't find on Amazon, I find on eBay. Really wish this chick would have got back to me. This girl would have... Sorry. Really wish this woman would have got back to me. This lady would have got back to me about this record. But as I'm looking on eBay, some of them are just as cheap as she was selling them. So I may just go ahead and buy one. I forgot all about it. I know you probably won't know what I'm talking about, Shane, because you're a youngin'. You might not remember it, but there was a Pac-Man album. I know if Game Dungeon Productions, if Jesse was still in there, he would know what I was. He would probably know it, I'm sure, since he's a game guy like me, and he's about the same age as I am. I think he might be a little younger, but there's a Pac-Man album. A double-sided album. Well, I mean, all records are double-sided, but... but yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, you don't have to be old to remember to know it, I guess, but yeah, it was a record that was out years and years ago. It was 80s. I was just a young tyke myself. I remember having the album, but I can't remember exactly what it sounded like. And this woman had one for $10, and I was like, I was trying to scoop it up. But then she said her dad might want it, so she's probably giving it to her dad. But now I want to buy the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? But there's one online here for $10. I might snag that up. But it's like almost $4 shipping, but still that's not bad. I might snag that one up. What in the world? I'm confused as to why it says that. Huh. Yeah, it's not on the actual record. It must be on the case. That's a good thing. But yeah, it's like a record. It has Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man on it, running from something on one side, and then they're like dancing on the other side. But I kind of forget what it sounded like, but I know it was cool. So I'd kind of like to get it now that I saw it on there. But anyway, I got as I was showing, you wasn't in here, Shane, but I've been having this PSP for quite a while. I actually broke the battery compartment, but the battery thing just comes off. But try to maybe put a piece of clear tape, something to hold it. But I jailbroke it, and it's got, I don't know, probably about 8 PSP games on it right now. I have the adapter, the card adapter, Pro Duo, with the micro SD in it, 32 gigabyte, which is pretty substantial for this, for the PSP. But I'm gonna just load PSP games on it. The UMD drive doesn't work. I wish it did. I want to find another one. I want to buy another one. Haven't found another one at a decent price though. But I'd love to find another PSP that the UMD drive works, because I do have some UMDs to play, and I like the nostalgia of putting it. I mean, I know these aren't real old, but not as old as a lot of this shit back here. But I like the nostalgia of putting those discs in. I always liked that. Thought it was cool, but or it still is cool. But one of these days I'll buy another one. I find decent price for one, so I can play my UMDs. But I think the wife still has the PSP. Cool, hell yeah. Tell her to keep a hold of it. These things are unless you sell it to me, of course, then that'd be fine too. But but yeah, tell her to keep a hold of it, because they're they're, I can't say they're well sought after, but there's people in that want to gamers that want to get their hands on these again, just because of there's a lot of different jailbreaks and stuff, and they're easy to do. The one I did for this one's easy. Like I said, I put a 32 gigabyte card in. I'm not sure how big of a card it can handle. If you look up the specifications for the PSP, I'm thinking it's going to tell you that it can only hold up to 16 gigabytes of storage, which is obviously not true, because, like I said, I have the Duo card in here. It's an adapter that adapts it from the proprietary PSP card to, you can put a micro SD in it, and it's got 32 in it, and it works fine. So at least goes to 32. Let's put it that way. And I just, like I said, I just had the games. Once you jailbreak it the way this is jailbroken, you just make an ISO file, download ISO games, preferably ones you actually own, so it's not a copyright thing. But you know how that goes. But yeah, you just download the ISO file. You make an ISO file inside the in the files, all capital letters. Slide your ISO files in there, whatever games, and they play great. So, like I said, I get Dante's Inferno on here, both the God of Wars on here, some Star Wars games. Thinking there's another one. Probably go back and watch the beginning of this video, and I'll know exactly what it was. But there's Star Wars and something else. Can't remember exactly what they are now, but it's got quite a bit of stuff on it. So it's got like 8 or 10 games on it without even using the UMD, so that's cool. I always thought it'd be cool because I think they had UMDs like for video that actually had a recorder. I always thought that'd be cool if they could play them, like a little mini TV. But it does have there are videos, there are UMD movies that you can buy for this, which is awesome. But of course, I wouldn't be able to use this thing because the UMD doesn't work. Tried a couple little tricks that these UMD drives have, and it didn't fix it. So I'm pretty sure it's probably broke. But anyway, got me a new drill too. Shane, that you didn't see. 1/2-inch drill. Finally got me a copy of Breath of the Wild for the Switch. There's a couple good games that we're on. Yeah, there's actually a pretty substantial collection that a lot of people were, after and stuff. But God of War's Dante's Inferno definitely in my top games for the PSP. The Chains of Olympus, a lot of people didn't like that a lot, but Ghost of Sparta apparently was a lot better. I don't know. I like them both. I mean, I'm not saying I don't know because I don't know them, because I'll beat them both on the PSP. And I have the remasters for PS3. And I like them both, so I can't really choose one or the other, but they're both pretty good. And then, yeah, like I said, Dante's Inferno was awesome. Dante's Inferno, if you haven't ever played it, try it. If you like God of War, you'll love this. It's basically a God of War clone. And people were like, oh, it's just a God of War clone. I said, well, what's wrong with that? God of War's pretty badass, if you ask me. Just now playing what? What do you mean? What am I just now playing? Sorry, I didn't... Oh, no, I'm not just now playing it. I had it for the PS3. I beat it a couple times for PS3 back in the day. I did have it for the PSP. I was getting ready to pick my phone up. I did have the... Oh, Breath of the Wild. No, I did... I don't think I beat it on the Wii U. I don't think I beat it on the Wii U, but I got pretty close. But then I decided to buy it on the Switch because, let's face it, the Wii U, I love the Wii U. I'm not knocking on it at all, but the Switch is just way more portable, so I'll be able to take it wherever I go. Of course, I have to start all over again, but oh well. We got Dante's Inferno anyway. I played it on... I had it for the PSP, the actual physical copy, which for some reason is expensive as hell right now. And I had the PS3 version. I gave the PS3 version to a friend who lives right up the road. And I was going to ask him for it back, not, trade him another game or something. If you're done playing that, I'll trade you another game for it so I can play it. But then I was like, I'll just buy it. So, so he has it and I have it. So, when I tried look for the PS3 version, the PS3 version, for some reason, was expensive. Like, matter of fact, I just saw it in a Cartridges Galore for anybody that knows what that is. If you have one in your area, I definitely highly recommend checking it out. Checked in there, it was only $15, which wasn't bad. But when I went to buy one for the PS3, it was pretty expensive. It was like $30 or $40. Like, really? Like, why? But then I was like, well, wait a minute, they have it for, $360, so I checked for it for $360, and it was dirt cheap for the $360, so I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna buy it for that. Same game, I mean, and I could play it on my Xbox One if I wanted to. And the same went with Star Wars Force Unleashed. Still haven't got the second one yet, but still haven't got the second one, but I definitely want to get that one too. But it was more expensive for the PS3, and I got it on 360, which I didn't even think of at the time, but I'm glad I got it on the 360 because I actually have a Star Wars Edition 360. I just thought that was cool I could play it on that. A Star Wars game on the Star Wars 360, on the Star Wars 360, which is pretty badass, I think. But so I'm glad I got that. But come to think of it, I think that was what I bought. But I don't think I think that's what I give to my buddy. Not the Dante's Inferno. I'm not sure where Dante's Inferno went. Maybe I still have it. I don't know. I had the fancy one with like the slip cover and stuff. I have to check on that now that I'm thinking of it. See if I still have it. But I mean, it came with a regular case, but then there's a fancy shiny cover, slip cover for it. That's the word I was thinking of and already said and forgot again. Anytime I'm getting tired, but yeah, I want to come on here and do some sort of video. Like I said, I wanted to do a retro game video, but maybe that'll be next time. I want to do a retro game video when I'm a little more awake, if that makes sense. Just because I can, you know, offer a little bit better conversation, I guess I should say. I gotta come on. Hell yeah, brother. You're welcome anytime, for sure. For sure. But, yeah, come play some retro games and shit. Try out the arcade cabinet over there. That thing's badass. I love that thing. But, looks like the, arcade sticks are off center again. It drives me nuts. But, not that it's gonna function bad or anything, but yeah, they're definitely off. Got bumped or something. But gotta figure out a way to fasten that down. I don't want to put holes in the actual. While I'm up, I'm gonna check on something. I don't want to put holes in the actual arcade cabinet itself, but I gotta figure out how to kind of fasten that so it stays put, basically. All right. Okay, so I guess I don't have Dante's Inferno for PS3 anymore. I must give that out too. But here it is for the 360. Bought it for the 360. Go to hell. I saw it for the PS3 today. I know maybe should have bought it, but I figure I got it on the 360. I mean, it's the same game. There's no difference. Just the console. And here's the Star Wars Force Unleashed. I still want to get to the second one. The second one I didn't think was quite as good. A lot of people don't think it was quite as good. But I showed one more here. Actually, I showed two more here because I was saying about how I have the Xbox 360, the Star Wars one. I actually got this game with it. And it came with a white camera too, Kinect camera. But this is the actual one I got with it, with the actual console. And then here's another one, my all-time favorite 360 games, Fable 3. I love Fable games. I'll bring War for Cybertron if you don't have it. I don't have that now. Not that I'm aware of. I think I've tried it once or twice, but I definitely don't own it. But yeah, you're welcome anytime, for sure, brother. You know that. For sure. Well, yeah, I must have given away Dante's Inferno for PS3. I thought I did, but I wasn't quite sure. But I'm pretty sure it's confirmed now that I give away the Fable series. Is great. Yeah, it is. It really is. Oh, brother, while you're on here, do you have room for a poster? Like what I normally do is I buy a poster. I don't like good posters, which, you know, I got a lot of good posters in here that I put holes in, and I probably shouldn't have, but most of the time I get like a poster frame, but sometimes I just put holes in it, but it's not terrible to put holes in them. But do you have room for a poster? Like, do you display posters? And if so, do you have room for a poster? Okay, do you display posters? Like, is that something you do? Because, I mean, I do, but I don't have room for it. And I'd like to give you a poster if you'd like a poster. But yeah, I'm still working. Oh, okay. I have a Afterlife, a Ghostbusters Afterlife poster. If you're interested, it's yours. But yeah, I think that's okay. Cool. I'll make sure to hold on to it for you. It's up here. Just kind of remember because I saw it's rolled up, still in the plastic. I never taken it out. You took it out, so Yeah, it's for sure. Next time you come up or whatever, or we meet somewhere, I'll make sure I have try to make sure I have it with me. Well, I mean, if you come here, obviously it'll be here, but yeah, it's not going anywhere. I'll make sure you get a hold of it. I guess new movies coming out. I mean, for too long this year. I guess it's crazy. What we got? Not quite an hour yet. But yeah, I don't think did I show you my drill? I got a new drill too, brother. The one in my house took a shit, so I give I left my one that I had out here in the house, and I went and bought a new one. So it got me some shoes, some much needed shoes. Had some Skechers, and they got chewed up by the dog. They were decent shoes, but they got chewed up by the dog. We gotta get together and figure out a roof rack for me. Hell yeah, we do. For sure, brother. Do you have the cross members? Like the cross, I don't know what I'm trying to say. The cross beams on your roof rack. Did you have, or do you have a roof rack already? Do you actually have the roof rack, or do you need to get one? I got mine at AutoZone. It's a little over $100, which isn't bad as far as roof racks go. But I see. Okay, good. But yeah, definitely be and definitely want to help you out on that. That's cool. That'd be cool. Be an awesome project. I got a few projects I want to get done. Um, I want to make a small, like a portable containment unit to put in the back of my Jeep. I thought that'd be pretty neat, but something that'll just sit back there. I have a few ideas on how to make it. Yeah. Same. If you make one, make two. Haha. Yeah, I'm definitely tossing around the idea of. I mean, I definitely want to do it. It's just I gotta figure out how I'm gonna go about doing it, like how I want it to look and everything. But I got a few good ideas on it, so don't want to say the ideas over this because I don't want anybody to steal my ideas. You know what I mean? That might watch this later. But I'll definitely get with you. I'll send you some messages, probably probably tomorrow or whatever, and let you know what my ideas are. See what you think. Hey, Steph, how's it going? Is that actually you, or did you change it again from B Buzzy? I'll put you to the test on to make sure it's actually you, Steph. What poster did you have in your bedroom that you ended up being afraid of once you got the poster? You begged mom and dad for it until you got it, and then then you were afraid of it. Rose woke me up, so I got to catch you. Hell yeah! Appreciate you stopping in. Figured I'd go for an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. Somewhere around there. Michael J. Fox, there you go. As soon as you said Rose woke me up, then I figured it was probably you. Yeah. The up there above it says the Outlaw Crow. He's one of our members of the Retro Gaming Ghostbusters. I busted his chops a little bit when he come in because I thought he was a troll, but I was like, okay. I normally don't comment on trolls, but for some reason I had to comment on that one. Well, like I said, just because I was thinking, how's he know I'm in a Ghostbusters group? So I'm going to comment on it, just to see what he says. But yeah, I got these diffusers, Shane, for my pack. I did a video on it. I'll have to upload it here soon. Hey Nuggets, how's it going, brother? Appreciate you stopping in. It's going good here. How you doing? Figured I'd come on here and do something, you know. Awesome. Yeah, you never know. Yeah. But anyway, Steph, I know you don't know what this stuff is, but BW100, it's like electrical stuff. Spray on electrical connections and clean them up and stuff, and it's supposed to help with controller drift and all that, or thumbstick drift. Doing good. Anyways, enjoy. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping in for sure. Got me a new drill staff. The one that Sandy had either grew legs or I don't know exactly what happened. It probably just busted maybe because it was a cheap one. So I gave her mine and I went and bought another one. Yeah, and I dropped that on the floor. Finally got me a copy of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Switch. I played it on the Wii U. I have it for the Wii U, and I don't think I quite beat it, but I got pretty close to beating it. Now I'm going to have to start all over, but I love the portability of that. Got my PSP jailbroken. There we go. Got my adapter in there with a 32 gig card on it. I got about 8 PSP games on it now. Gonna be getting some more of those. Then I got my sandbag. I went with the sandbag again because, so I can move from vehicle to vehicle and not have to unhook something. Got it from my new Garmin. So, and I got a new pair of shoes. Some Nikes this time. All black. They had a white version. I'm like, yeah, they'll be black before you know it. So I might as well just buy black and save some time. I had some Skechers, but they got chewed up. It's alright. I was a little pissed about it when I saw it because they were nice Skechers, but I mean, oh well. Just a puppy, but I get pissed every once in a while, and maybe I shouldn't, but I don't know. So I finally got a few pairs of shoes. Yeah, I haven't bought shoes for a while, but it hasn't been that long since I bought shoes. But I bought boots from the boot truck, obviously at work, but shoes I don't buy a whole lot of. A lot of times I just end up wearing, like wearing the same boots I wear to work. I typically walk around here with them too until I go out and want something a little more comfortable. So, let's see. Nice. I finally got a pair. Oh, I already read that. Oh, I still have that PSP if you want it. You have a PSP? Hmm. Did you get the PSP from me, or do you have it? Or did you just get it somewhere else? But that's cool. I mean, that's awesome. I definitely would appreciate that. Could give you something for it or whatever. But yeah, I definitely want to get. Oh, okay. But yeah, I definitely want to get another one because the UMD drive doesn't work in this. I tried a few little things, to try to get it to work, but it just doesn't. I didn't clean the lens though. I'll have to do that after this and try again. But I got a few UMDs I'd like to try. I'd like to play, but got a Transformers, got a Madden football. But yeah, there's a few of them I have that I'd like to try. Got a Little Big Planet game. What the heck is the other one? It's a racing, which I don't play much of either. But in this case I do. Burnout game. But yeah, that'd be cool. I definitely would appreciate stuff. You can never have too many of them. Yeah, you can. I've been playing God of War 2 on PS5. Really good game. Yeah, that's for sure. Needs a new battery though. That's battery. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, I did order another battery though. I have another battery coming for this one. Um, I don't know if the one you have. I don't know if that one's a slim model or if it was the original model that I give you, Steph. But I uh, I bought another slim battery, um, and I went with a PSP version because they. I've heard that like the generic batteries don't last very long, and they're kind of crappy. So I made sure to buy a new PSP branded uh, battery, and a charger for the wall. You just plug it right in the wall and it hangs there, and you snap these on it. So I do have another battery and a charger coming. So, but I broke the battery. I mean, I didn't break the battery cover. I broke it at the console, which sucks because there's really no way to fix that unless you tear it apart and replace it. And well, this is blue, as you can tell, and so I have to get another blue one. Pretty sure it's the original. That'd be cool though. I'd definitely love. I'd love to have the original one again. I mean, ideally, I'd want every model of it, but you know how that goes. Eventually, I'll have every model of it. This is the 2000. This is the second iteration, the 2000 model. Um, but yeah, the quickest way you can tell on this is the home button. This has got a home button. If you're just looking at it, you know what I mean, on the picture, the one that has the home button and it has the speakers on the top of the screen up here, that's the 2000 version. If it was the 1000 original, the speaker holes would be at the bottom. And then if it's a 3000 version, the speaker holes would be at the top again, but they swapped out all these buttons down here to like ovals instead of like half ovals. And the home button actually changed to a PS button. So you can spot all of them. And then I had the PSP Go. Obviously, it's changed completely. But I stuck the battery in my case. Yeah, I definitely would have got that out of there and exposed of it. So put it somewhere. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have left it in the console. That's a good move. Taking it out, because if it does explode, it'll ruin the console, or if it leaks, it can ruin the console. So yeah, it's definitely, you definitely don't want to leave that kind of stuff in there. You was afraid you figured if it was going to explode, then it wouldn't it wouldn't blow through a cast iron pot. I get what you mean. It's definitely a good move. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thanks, appreciate it. Maybe I'll have to take a drive up there tomorrow and pick it up. I was thinking about something to do tomorrow. Maybe I'll stop by and pick it up. Maybe I'll bring my Switch and that game. You can try it out. I know it's not burger time, but I got a few games for the Switch now. I'm trying to get my collection started. I got 3 physical games, and then I got some digital stuff. I don't really go digital much, but if I find the cheap games, or I find cheap games, obviously in digital, then I'll do that. Or some are just digital. A lot of times they don't have a physical version of it, or if they do, they're expensive because they don't make too many copies of it. So, Burger Time. I think you can play Burger Time on the Switch, which is funny. I think it has original. I know it has original Nintendo games, but I can't remember if Burger Time's on there or not. I think it is, honestly. I have to check it real quick. Might as well check it now. What the hell? So we're an hour in. Figured I'd go, hour and a half, 2 hours. till it dies down. If it dies down and don't, don't get much, many people talking, or I don't have to have a lot of people, just somebody talking, then I'll probably jump off. But as long as there's somebody to talk to, I'll stay on. I think it does, because Gage was picking on me about it. It probably does, because that's one of the most, if you're gonna have if you're gonna have a NES collection on something, that would be one that you would have. One of these days I gotta get my screen protector on here. Keep forgetting to put my screen protector on. Never took this out of the bag yet. Guess that's about to change, huh? Hey, how's it going? What am I doing? Well, anyway, I didn't even finish saying what I got on. I got that wall thing that you plug in to put a PSP battery in, and then I got a bigger magnet tray to put screws in when I tear something apart. And then I got the battery, which is the same as a 1200 milliamp battery. And then I got a Dazzle. Sandy. Steph. I got a Dazzle, which is what I had back in the day. I know you probably don't know what it is. But it's a device I'm going to be able to plug into my laptop. For some reason, the one I had doesn't work. It's brand new. But it's not a Dazzle. But I'll plug it into my PC. Plug the VCR into it. And then I could transfer those home movies, specifically the ones of Mom, and there's other ones too, I'm sure, other people, but and get you some digital copies of that, or make you some DVDs or whatever you need, or digital and DVDs. Get that done so before they just decide to not work anymore, you know. I'll break the damn thing before I get anything done. I take these. Oh yeah, I remember. Thanks. With a newer game still, you mean the UMDs? Is that what you mean? The UMDs will still work, yeah. If that's what you mean, any UMD will. Or work in any PSP except for the PSP Go because it doesn't have a UMD drive. But yeah, any of the games, any of the UMDs discs that I have will work. Those games were in a case. Yeah, yeah. Yep, they were like in their own little case. Yep. I'm gonna put my new game in here just to so it's in here. Yeah, they're like a little disc in a case. Pretty. I mean, they still are, but I mean, that's how they did them. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun little. I like them. They're pretty awesome. It's the only game console that ever used that form of media. But they even had movies and stuff too. Because I used to have Wedding Crashers, I think it was. I'm gonna go in here just for the heck of it. I'll gotta update software on it. I guess I haven't had it on for a while. But yeah, any of the UMDs will work in any of the PSPs except for, like I said, obviously the PSP Go, which doesn't have a UMD drive at all, and this one because this one doesn't work. But yeah, another thing is the original had a switch right here that you push that way, and the UMD drive would flip open by itself. These are just manual. You just pop it open and put the disc in, close it. Let me put this back in the bag. Shit. Now what's going on? Okay. Had to update the Vita since. Oh yeah, the Vita. Had to update the Switch because I haven't updated it for a while. Haven't turned it on for a while. That's another reason why I bought another game for the Switch because I want to get my interest back in it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pick gauge. So depending on when you stop in, I could go get him before. Okay, appreciate it. Yeah. I don't see Burger Time 1 here, honestly. It's hiding from me. It's got Star Tropics, which is pretty cool. It's got pro wrestling on it, which is pretty cool. Rover City Ransom, Tecmo Bowl. Tecmo Bowl. That was a football game I used to like. I didn't like too many of them, but that's one I definitely liked. But yeah, I appreciate this stuff. Oh. Yeah, I was just talking to somebody. I can't even remember who the hell it was anymore. They said about they was getting an Atari. But they said, I've never seen this kind of Atari. It was a little midget thing. I'm like, yeah, it was like the Atari that I gave you years ago. A lot of people called it the Junior or the Rainbow because it had like a rainbow stripe. It wasn't either one. It was really just an Atari 2600, just a different model, you know. But people come up with their own names for stuff a lot of times. Maybe. I don't know. If he did like a maybe there's like an unlock. You can unlock certain games, and maybe he's got that game on there. It could be too, because a lot of times they have stuff like that, or have it like add-ons. You can get more games. Or unlockable games. Some of them have like unlockable games. You gotta do a certain thing in one of the games, or beat a certain amount of games on the thing or something, and it unlocks another game. Who knows? They're all different. It seems like, which is a good thing. I mean, you don't want the same thing all over and over again, but. Anyway. Oh. A buddy of mine has a PSP. It's probably one of the slim versions. He was going to sell to me, but he wasn't able to find it. So. Anyway, here's one of the. Rose was watching Wreck-It Ralph the other day, and it made reference to Burger Time. Yeah. Here's one of the UMDs I have. One of the UMD games. Transformers the game. Pretty cool game. I don't remember playing it too much. I never played this one because I don't have like I said, mine doesn't play UMDs anymore, but it is what they looked like. So, pretty awesome. It's pretty cool that they went with that format. I think that's actually the biggest thing that made them flop, because they went with that format. But I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, it's unique. It's something different. You know what I mean? You don't want them to all be the same. You want different stuff. So. I think I'm going to go to an hour and a half. I don't think I'm going to last 2 hours, but I think I'll jump off here an hour and a half, which about 16 minutes left. Not that I'm getting tired of talking to anybody, but just getting tired in general, you know. So, had to work 10 hours Friday, which a lot of people are like, oh, everybody works Friday. No, I do 4 10s, supposed to, but I did 5 10s, and today I worked 8, so it's, like I said, the money's going to be good, but, you know, this thing's worth more than money, so. It changes. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people were like, get the fanboys out there that are just like PlayStation or they just like Xbox or whatever. And that's fine. I mean, you can like what you want, but they're saying, well, I wish that, there wasn't an Xbox or that there wasn't a PlayStation. I'm like, no, you shouldn't, because that's competition. You know what I mean? If there's only one brand of console out there, they would get so damn lazy. They wouldn't have anybody to compete with, so they could just do whatever they want. And they're like, hey, if you want a home console to play, you got to buy ours. So, and we're gonna keep pumping out these pieces of shit. You know what I mean? That doesn't do much. Don't have very good playability. They don't have very good graphics or very good gameplay or shitty controllers. I mean, they don't have to worry about quality in their consoles anymore because they're not competing with anybody. So you want competition. Or at least you should want competition. Let's just put it that way. And that's what set the PSP apart from a lot of consoles, especially handhelds, that I think they had, if I remember correctly, they actually had like UMD players that played movies, like a VCR basically, you hook to your TV. But I can't for the life of me, I've never seen one, but I'm pretty sure that was actual thing. But they had almost bought it at the cartridge galore. They had what they call a Vita TV, and you can put your Vita game on it and play it on TV. That's pretty neat how you can do it. It's just like a little box. It looked like a Roku box, an oversized Roku box or something. Yeah, I know what. Yeah, exactly. They won't have to. They don't have to compete with anybody. They can just do whatever they want and pump out stuff as cheap as possible and sell it to you as expensive as possible. And yeah, become rich real quick. So make you pay top dollar for it, and if it takes a crap, then just say sorry and you just throw it away and buy another one. You know what I mean? But anyway, like I said, 1:30 here. We're not 1:30, but an hour and 30 minutes, as you can see up there. It's an hour and almost 18 minutes. So I'll be jumping off here, and like I said, I appreciate everybody stopping in, showing your support. I appreciate everybody that watched it live, or appreciate everybody that watches it later. I got a couple friends that get mad at themselves because they can't get in the live stream. That's perfectly fine. I mean, I understand that no one is going to be able to, no one's going to be able to come in all your streams. You know what I mean? But when you guys and gals stop in the live stream, I appreciate it. Whenever you hit that like button or subscribe, make sure to remember to keep checking, especially if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, it doesn't do any good. But if you're subscribed to my channel, make sure you keep watching the subscribers I have, because at 550 I'm going to be doing a giveaway. And I think it was what the heck was it? 524, I think, or something, or I can't remember, something like that. Last I checked. Yeah, I hate when I miss one. Yeah, I hate when I miss one. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, you can't definitely. I mean, nobody can make it to all of them. So it's. Can't remember what I was going to do now. That's how tired I am. I was looking on here for something. I can't remember what the hell I was going to look for. But, well, maybe I'll think of it here in a little bit. Can't remember what the heck I was going to look for now. But yeah, 10 minutes. I'll be jumping off here. Well, you know, almost 11 minutes. Or almost, 9 minutes now, I guess. That's funny because that's the last thing I bought at Dollar General when I went up there. I don't know if you knew. I'm pretty sure you knew there was one in Hopewell now, Dollar General. I don't know if some of their freezers went out. It didn't look like they were out, and they had to move stuff, or there was like a huge surge of people coming and buying stuff, or what. But they had hardly any freezer section stuff last time I went. Like, hardly any. But I bought some beef patties. But they did have that. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get some of those because once in a while, we throw some of them on. But, yeah, those... and it closed a lot of times, too, because their computer system keeps going down for some reason. Crazy, but... But yeah, if you snap some pictures of that stuff, let me know, or send them to me. I'd be interested to see which one it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't even. Did you say you saw? You said you saw a notification. You actually got notified that I was on. That's. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh yeah, definitely in the morning. Don't do it now, obviously. Yeah, I got. Oh really? That's cool. Maybe they finally fixed the freaking notification because I know a lot of people were complaining about notifications not working. It was mostly like small channels like mine, like the big channels that are sponsored and all that fun stuff. They didn't have any problem, but it was like smaller channels like mine that for some reason the notification just did not work, which is kind of weird, but yeah, there's been a lot of people having problems with it, complaining about it, and they haven't fixed it yet. So yeah, I got probably because there were a lot of times I never got a. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know how it randomly decides. Oh, I'm not gonna notify them this time. They're on their own. Or okay, I'm gonna notify them this time. Yeah, I don't know. That's just weird. But my case in here. There we go. Alrighty. Phew, yeah, about time for me to hit the tick. I wanna stop in Jesse's stream a little bit though. Here in what time is it? He'll be streaming soon. He streams at 12, but 12 his time, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you go to Twitch Check out Game Dungeon Productions here at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you live in, what the heck, I can't even remember what time zone he's in. He lives in Wisconsin, so whatever time zone that is, they're an hour behind us. So if you live in that area, he's on already. So, well, he's not on already, but you know what I'm saying. It'll be 12, you know, which means it's almost. Which means it's almost 12 now, you know, because it's almost 1 here. Sometime I'll get notification after. Yeah, that's what a lot of people had complaints about too. Is that the notification didn't happen until after I was already done, or everybody, people were done. It's kind of like the notifications it gives me when, like an Amazon, not Amazon because they deliver to the house, but like USPS. Most of the time I don't get the notifications until after the post office is already closed. So boom, there it is, but I can't go get it because the post office is closed. Well, really, like, we need to think of a better system here, because that sucks. And it would be fine if they had different hours, but before I couldn't do it because of the hours I work, and then now they changed it, but it's still I can't check it unless it's a day I'm not, Saturday, Friday, that I don't have to work Saturday. I have to check the mail, but let's see. Yeah, exactly. And it'll tell me, like, I don't know, 4 o'clock or something, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, and they close at 2 or something. It's crazy. You think that they would, kind of correlate with when your post office actually closes and lets you know, 15 minutes till, or something till the end of the closing time. But instead they says such and such has been delivered, and then you check on it, and yeah, it's 10 minutes ago the post office is open, but now it isn't. Figures. Yeah. But yeah, let's set up a little bit. Ugh. Well, yeah, I got a couple more minutes here, and I'll be jumping off. And like I said, I appreciate everybody stopping in live. Anybody that stops in after the fact, hit that thumbs up, hit the bell notification just in case you can get notified, and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't really say that much, but want to try to get to my goal, to oh, that's what I was going to check. I was going to check and see how many subscribers I had currently. That's what I was going to check and forgot about. You got 524 now, but at 550, which means what, 26 more? 26 more subscribers, and I'll be doing a giveaway. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because that's the only requirement in order to participate in the giveaways. You have to be subscribed. So as long as you're subscribed, when you see a giveaway stream coming up, just jump in and say, yeah, I want to play, and we'll go from there. We'll have a good rest. Alright, appreciate it, Steph. Love you. Have a good night. I'm going to be jumping off here shortly. So yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you check out all the links in the description below after this video has been uploaded. And until next time, I'll meet you right back here in the Oasis.